you left in 2000, 2006. When you returned, how had the company changed? Was it different? Because you hear now that from some guys, like the older days, that the TV was the grind and the house shows were fun, and now it sounds like it's just a grind and everyone's on eggshells. So I'm curious how much of working there changed in your mind in terms of day-to-day life as a WWE performer versus the last run. Like, when you left and then you returned, how had the company changed, and what effect does that have on the performers?
Sounds to me like I'm probably going to say the opposite of what you expect. And I've heard others refer to the eggshell situation. I find it to be in complete contrast. When I was there from 2001 to 2006, that was, for me, the most tense and stressful time of my career. And I remember everybody was just afraid to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. There was a lot of green guys there. There was a lot of talent that was really possibly, under par that was there. And so there was a lot of straightening out that had to be done. And when Johnny Ace was in charge, he was fining us if we were late, by 10 minutes or something. We had to be in this dress code with long pants, dress shoes, button-up shirts, or we would get fined $500, and not even just at the arena, but during the whole run, meaning, if we were seen even on the way to the gym, we were to dress like this and then change at the gym and then dress up to be on the way back so that people saw us as walking billboards. We represented the company. And anyway, Hunter was one of the boys. He was wrestling, and he seemed to feel threatened by other guys getting over. There was always, you're going to hear guys forever tell you stories about that. There was just that tension there. Undertaker was there in the dressing room, and everybody, really wanted to, it seems like they really wanted to kiss up to him, the younger guys. They'd go run and get the cooler of beer and bring it into him after his matches overseas, and he'd sit in the dressing room for hours after the show while we're all on the bus waiting to go to the next town. Nobody wanted to say anything to him. He was the Undertaker. JBL was a guy that applied a lot of pressure, man. When he was one of the boys, he was just so loud and obnoxious, but the other guys, the boys, felt some tension. I don't know if he represented the office or what, but sometimes Shawn Michaels was there. And all those guys aren't there anymore. And so what I see is not a bunch of people that are afraid to look the wrong way and speak up. Before, there was a rule. You're not allowed to be comfortable unless you really, really have earned it, which means basically you were in the clique, I guess. But I never put that over, and that's why I always, was an outsider and always will be, traveling by myself, and basically, tweet secrets from my road companion when I'm on the road, which is awesome. But now I see a dressing room that to me looks like all these guys went to school together. There's I counted 17 families that are second generation or third generation that grew up in the business. The other guys that didn't have to keep up with them, they got that NXT school. All of this has brought the caliber of wrestler up so much that I can't believe it's not being talked about, at least not that I know of. I'm talking about it right now, and I'll tell you, when I was there before 2006, there were so many guys there that would not possibly have a job today. And that's because the standard has been changed so much, and these guys grew up watching me. Not just me, but I was one of the pioneers who helped advance the business, make it more of a hybrid. It used to be, in my time, it used to be Japanese, yours too, Mike, used to be Japanese-style wrestling, Mexican-style wrestling, Even in the States, there was like Deep South style wrestling, you know, and then there was like the Northeast style, and it was just all different. It's kind of like a hybrid now because the TV's so strong, and because all the territories are gone, and because it's what it is now. The standard setter is WWE. They own the world, and they are like a hybrid now, which is great because the wrestling matches are all top notch. You know, I kind of miss the enhancement matches. There's no Monday Night Wars anymore, so I don't see why we have to always do every match superstar versus superstar. But anyway, that's the way that it is. And, you know, that's what I noticed about the business, and the difference between now and when I was there before is that everyone's so much more comfortable. They all seem to love each other. They look out for each other. And I don't see the jealousy that I used to see there. And I'm always surprised at that. And I'm always telling the young guys how it used to be, and they're horrified when I